Today I'm gonna teach you how to hold a golf club for a beginner in 5 easy steps. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to Golf for Beginners Academy. My name is Nikolai and I'm gonna teach you how we grip a golf club today. I am a right-handed player, so I wear my glove on the left hand, which is pretty common. So let's start with the left hand. And what we want to do is we want to place the grip of the club. We want to place that where the fingers meet the palm of the hand. So basically around here. That is where we want the grip to be placed. Do not, and I say again, do not place the grip like this. I see so many players doing this, and it makes it really difficult for them to ever play good golf. So put the grip down here, then you wrap your fingers around it, and then you put this one over here. There we go. You are supposed, when you're standing over the ball, you are supposed to be able to see these two knuckles. Yeah, when you're standing over the ball. So if you can see all of your knuckles like this, then you probably rotated your hands too far this, because now I can see all of these knuckles. If I can't see any of the knuckles, well then I probably rotated my hand too far this way. So put it down here where the fingers meet the palm, and then boom, I can see two knuckles right there. That is the left hand. We do like this. Notice that there is actually a little bit of a gap in here, and I think that is why a lot of people, they want to grip the club like this, because they think there should not be any air in there. But well, when you put it down here with the fingers, there should actually be a little bit gap in here, which is supposed to be. So that's the left hand. Now we take the right hand. What do we do here? Well, we have 3 different choices regarding how the right and the left hand meet each other. We can go, I'm going to show it this way. We can go overlap, which is the pinky finger laying on top of these 2 fingers. That is called overlapping. You can do interlocking, which would be interlocking these 2 fingers. Boom. Or you can go baseball, which would be basically just doing like this. So no fingers touching or overlapping each other. They're just right next to each other. All of them actually work. I would say that the interlock and the overlap are the 2 most commonly used. Baseball can also work, but it is not as much used as the 2 other ones. So see whatever you feel like is the most comfortable version for you back here with the pinky finger. So I'm doing overlapping. I like that. And then while overlapping, you put the rest of the grip in the other fingers. There we go. And then the very important thing is that you need to cover the left thumb with your right hand. There we go. And this is basically how to grip a golf club. From here, we can also talk a little bit about grip pressure. So how much should you squeeze the grip? And let's say we have a scale from 0 to 10. 0, then your grip pressure is basically so you drop the club. At 10 would be I'm squeezing as much as I can. I would say 4 to 6 is nice for like a normal swing. Of course, you need to be able to hold the club so it doesn't fly out of your hands, but it shouldn't be full squeeze, which is a pretty common thing for a lot of beginners. That makes it really difficult to create speed and get any rhythm in the swing. So watch out, that grip pressure is not too hard, basically. 2 other extra things I want to talk to you about regarding the grip. If you start playing golf and you look more into the grip thing, this was basically the natural grip I gave you. You can have what is called a strong grip and a weak grip, and I want to explain what that is. So for me, a right-handed player, if I rotate both of my hands out on the right side of the grip, so like this, now I can see all my knuckles over here. This would be called a very strong grip. That will usually make the club head close more, so you will probably hit the ball more to the left. This, if I do the other way, if I put my hands the other way around, so now I can't see any knuckles on my left hand, this would be called a very weak grip. And this would usually cause the club face to be open, and it'll cause the ball to go more to the right. Okay, so that was just to give you a little bit of information of that. One last point I want to make to you is when you do the grip, I like to place the club so the club face is actually aiming the right way, and then you can do the grip of the club afterwards. Yep. Instead of, I see a lot of players that, maybe they have the clubs standing somewhere and the face is rotated in a completely different way, and then they grip it, and now the club face is in a completely different way, so they have to do some manipulation here. So maybe either hold the club like this, so this one is straight up in the air, or make sure you put it behind the ball so it's aiming where you want it to aim, and then from here, then we do the gripping. So we make sure that the club is in the right direction, so we don't do too much of this. That's going to impact where the ball basically goes. That was a lot of talk about the grip. I hope it made a little bit of sense. If you like this video, please give it a little bit of a thumbs up. That'd be super nice. And follow or subscribe to this channel. That would also be really nice. And if you're looking for more help, you can always go to golf4beginners.academy. We have a whole section with free stuff, so you can learn this wonderful game even better. Thank you so much for watching today, and see you again next time.